Good morning. Today we're going to be practicing adding and subtracting 3-digit numbers using base 10 form. So as you can see here, I've got all my base 10 blocks ready. And remember, the first step is to build this first number with my base 10 blocks. When I look at this number, it has a 1 in the hundreds place, so I'm going to go ahead and drag one of my hundreds over. If I look in the tens place, I see 5 tens. So I'm going to drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens into the tens column of my chart. And then I look at the ones place and I see 4 ones. I'm going to take 4 of my ones right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I look at this problem, I know that I'm adding because I have an adding sign right here. Remember, when we're adding, we're putting things together and we're making more, a bigger number. So that means I also have to build this second number. This second number has 200, so I'm going to drag 2 more hundreds over here. 1, 2. This number also has 5 in the tens place, so I'm going to drag 5 of my tens over here. I'm going to grab them all so it's faster. And 3 more ones. 1, 2, 3. All right, now the third step is to count up how many hundreds, tens, and ones you have. We always start in the ones column. And remember, from in class, if we have 10, we can circle it and move it over. So let's check. In the ones column, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones blocks. So I'm going to type a 7 there so that I remember I have 7 ones. In the tens place, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a 10. So I would move them over. I'm going to move them all back over here because remember, we cannot have 10 and trade them in as 100. Remember, I'm not really trading them because 10 tens is 100. So I'm just taking my 10 tens out and putting 100 there instead. So now what do you notice in the tens column? I don't have any tens left. So I'm going to put a 0 there and hiding underneath here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. I'm going to squeeze a 4 in right there. As you can see, I have 4 hundreds, 0 tens, and 7 ones. That makes 407. So I would type my answer right in this box. Great job. Now I'm going to do a subtraction problem with you. Here we go. So again, the first step is to build this first number, 528. 528 has 5 hundreds, 1, 2, we might have to squeeze these in here, 3, 4, 5. And then it has 2 tens. So I'm going to take 2 of my tens over, 1, 2, and it has 8 ones. I'm going to grab 8 of my ones and drag them into the, that's not what we wanted. Try that again. Grab 8 of my ones and drag them into my ones column. Now I can tell that this is a subtraction problem because it has a subtraction sign. That means I'm taking numbers away. So I'm going to get a smaller number. So in addition, we add more blocks and we build that second number. Remember, in subtraction, we don't build that second number because we have to take it away. So what we're actually going to do is take this many blocks away. Starting with your ones, we have to take away 2 blocks. I have 8 blocks in my ones place right now, so I can take away 2. 1, 2, because I'm subtracting 2 ones. Now I need to subtract 7 tens. But it looks like I ran into a problem because I only have 2 tens, but I need to take away 7. Remember, what I can do is I can turn this 100, I'm going to borrow it, and turn it into 10 tens because 10 tens can fit inside that 100 and I need more tens. So I'm going to add 10 tens over here. You have to add 10 because you traded out 100. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I've got 10 in there. and I can take away my 7 tens. So let's now take 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now I can take away a 1 more 100 because I have a 1 in the hundreds place. I'm just going to drag it over here. And here is my final answer. I've got 3 hundreds in the hundreds place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens in the tens place, and 6 ones in the ones place. So I can come over here and I'm going to type in the number 356. You can do this at home using, just like we do in class, paper and draw your blocks out. You can use blocks that are on ABCYA, which I put a link to in our Google Classroom, or you can just Google base 10 blocks and it will help you figure this out and use base 10 form to add 3-digit numbers.